Hi Libra, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your January 2018 reading. I'm using the Mythic Tarot, and I'm complementing them with the regular playing cards. Put those over there. So I'm having a holiday special, 45 minutes for $45. Just contact me at my email, tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com, or on Facebook under Tinker Tarot. So let's get right into this, Libra. The messages for Libra, January 2019. January Libra. What are the messages for Libra? Ooh, they're already getting slidey. They're ready. Yeah, they're ready. They said enough shoveling. Stop it. Stop. Okay. So, I'm going to spread them all out. I've been doing this lately, kind of turning them all over, seeing what we got, and then I go back to them one at a time and the combination. I like to do sometimes my German accent. I'm not very good. I remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and you know the couple in the castle, and they said that German accent. They say things like that. It's so funny. Anyway, feeling kind of giddy today. So your first card, okay, that's one of the things I wanted to clarify. Past, present, future. I've been doing this for everyone this month. So your past is kind of right now or before this. And because this is a January reading, so this is prior to January, your past. So probably right about now. Your present is the first 2 weeks of January or so. And the future is the last 2 weeks or last week of January and thereafter. You may or may not, but you may not see the things that I'm talking about in the future in the first week of January. And rightly so. You know, it's in your future. Okay? So, your first card in your past is the Ace of Cups. So this is a new feeling, a burst of feeling, an eruption of feeling even perhaps, like she's just erupting out of the water. Usually this begins with the self, you know, but this could be a brand new relationship that has already started. This is a new feeling for someone. Your next card is the Five of Cups. So this is like a trust has been broken. Someone asked you or you asked them to just trust you with this. Don't check on it. Don't check up after me. Just trust me on this. And you didn't, or they didn't. And so now there's been a trust broken, and you may feel like I've ruined everything because I just didn't trust them with this. Or they may feel like that. But all is not lost. There's still one cup standing, okay? All is not lost. Some is lost, you know. There's rebuilding definitely to do here, but not all is lost. The next card is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is about getting your team together. This could be creatively at work, like hiring new people, gathering a new team for a new project or an endeavor that you're going to set out on. This probably has happened already in your past. Or this also could be your soul group around you. You may have a new soul group around you. People who understand you now and and they're kind of like, what do I want to call them? Your kindred spirits sort of thing, eh? So anyway, to me it kind of says like, because, you may have had a trust issue, and rightly so. In this particular story, she hasn't even seen this guy before. He's saying, you just got to trust me that I'm a good guy, and my intent is true, and yada, yada, yada. And then her girlfriends get whispering in her ear, like, well, don't you think it's kind of weird that he only comes at night? And don't you think it's kind of weird that you can't look at him? And so she lights a candle and takes a look at him when he's sleeping. And he catches her, and he runs off into the night, and she thinks all is lost. But it isn't. And this is kind of about reformulating your plan and your team. Rallying support around you, kind of thing. Anyway, the first card in your present is the moon. The moon is confusion. Of course, like this is upsetting, whatever has happened in this potential relationship. It had so much potential, Anyway, there's confusion. It's like, should I look this way? Should I look that way? Should I look that way? What should I think? What should I do? She also has the dog, who is loyal, faithful, but he's also confused because he kind of mirrors what she is feeling and doing, and so this also could be a mirror situation, eh? You see the reflection in the pool of water at her feet, so it's emotional. There's emotions involved. She's standing in her emotions. And also I want to mention that it is the moon card, but it's kind of an eclipse. You can see the sun in that moon. Sometimes at this time we doubt our own feelings. So, you're feeling kind of, well, this doesn't seem right. And instead of just saying to him, I don't know. At first I was willing to accept this, but I don't know if I'm willing to accept this exact deal anymore. And I need something more solid, something more secure, and you may get told yes, or you may get told no. But in the moon, there could be confusion. You're hearing wonderful things, and then he's doing other things, or she is saying one thing and acting another. So you're not really sure. But honestly, the only thing you should be thinking about is how all this makes you feel, because you have to act on your feelings. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. It's not right. Okay? Again, here you are, the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, the good thing about the Nine of Swords is you're almost through this nightmare, this anxiety, this worry, and not, it's like the gerbil wheel in your head. You keep going round and round and round and round, and you don't really solve anything. And so this is where you are right now. This is the center of your reading. This is the focus of your reading is this anxiety. You got to get out of your head. You got to get off this gerbil wheel, and either take action or leave it alone. One or the other. You got to make a move. You got to make a move instead of sitting there, doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle. It's not doing you any good. Now the next card is the Two of Wands in your present. So I said, kind of shit or get off the pot. You make a decision instead of going in your head. And you might go and get some advice from a friend, from your religious person or your counselor, or a tarot reader, psychic, something like that. Because you have these two choices. You have this decision to make. And when you come out of the cave, you know what you want to do. You know how you're going to do it, how you're going to handle it. You're ready, okay? You're ready to embark on something new, you know? And maybe that's all you need, you know? Maybe you just need to talk it out with someone or someone's, you know? Get some differences of opinion. Say to your friend, like, does this sound right to you? Or, I feel this. Sometimes we need to say it to somebody to feel, to justify our feelings, kind of thing. We got to bounce it off somebody. And that might be what you need to do. You may need to bounce it to say, yeah, you know, I am right, eh? Like, yeah, I know, it didn't feel right, or, you know, something's not, something's missing in this picture, you know? So, in your future, you have the Ace of Swords. And this doesn't surprise me at all. This, I'm going to point out something in a minute. This is a huge truth to hold. You know, this is something you could have been holding inside, Libra. You know, and look at, she's trying to wield this gigantic sword with one hand. She's really got to bear down, get her feet in a steady position to hold this thing. And so it's too much truth for one person to hang on to. They need to get it out. They need to pass this sword on. They need to get to the truth. So this is a message that you're going to get. This is also a gift, because it's it is I'm not sure if this is coming in or if this is going out, this truth. But the person can't handle it anymore. See how she can't handle it? It's just too big. So they need to get it out, pass it on, you know. The next card is the Five of Swords. You're getting a lot of swords here. So there's something to do, you know, with this relationship. It's the communication issue, right? It's either, I think it's partly not communicating things, or communicating incorrectly, or not properly. You're kind of going around the subject and not right on the subject. But Five of Swords is a bit of a loss. It's in a way, it's kind of a lesson, you know, and there's always lessons in my reading, I'm sorry. But this is a bit of getting your hand slapped about, because you need to take responsibility for your part in the situation. You cannot be upset by something you agreed to. You agreed to this, you know. The other thing is that sometimes we get too opinionated, or start thinking that we have a say in what someone else does, which we don't. We can tell them if they do it, how will it affect us, you know, whether we can accept it or not accept it. And so it's, you know, this one's a tricky one here. I think it's about asking questions or saying things, and, you know, and then you wonder why you're wondering, you know. She held a light to his face. She said that she would honor his trust. And she said, okay, I won't look at you as long as you come to me. I want to see you. I want to be with you. I love you. I care about you. And then she shines the light. She betrays that trust. And now you're in your head, or they're in their head. They're like, oh, I ruined everything. Oh, my God, now what? I'll never see them again. They'll never believe me. Yada, yada, yada. And here it's kind of like, well, I hope you've learned your lesson. You know, communication is the key, not trickery. And you start to think of other ways you could have handled this. You could have drawn your line and say, listen, if we're to continue, I need to see you. I need to know who you are. Because really, that's why she looked. She only wanted to know him more, know him better, because she loves him. And so it wasn't like a trickery thing. She just wanted to know him. But if she had just told him that, gave him an option, you know, listen, I need to know you. I can't marry a guy I can't even see. So, you know, you got to see my point of this. So there's different ways to handle things, okay? And in relationship, there's not one answer to every problem, you know. Anyway, your last card in your future is the World. So you've come full circle in this. You've learned a lot about this relationship and what the potential is, and your commitment to it. So this is, you know, this is two messages here. It means it's the end of the way it was, and a new beginning, a new cycle is going to begin. So, you know, this is partnership too. Two of Wands is partnership. It's more creative, it's more passionate, and it's probably going to be more honest because of all these swords, of all this truth coming to the forefront. But the great thing is that now you're dealing with it. Now you can work on solutions instead of just talking about the problem all the time. So I'm going to clarify these with the regular playing cards. You know, you can see they're just regular playing cards. Nothing up my sleeve. I kind of felt like I was talking like a magician there. As you can see, they're regular playing cards. So what are the messages for Libra, January 2019? And you know, Libra, this really fits in with how people are feeling right now. People want to draw their line in the sand. They want to know once and for all. Before I begin the new year, I've got to know, because I want to begin with a fresh start, you know. I don't want to be dragging any of these old demons behind us or this old baggage. And I need to know right out on the table. Put it on the table, you know. Let's see your cards and I'll show you mine. Because it's a more honest approach. It's a more mature approach. It's not game playing. You don't want to game play anymore. Someone seems to have some sort of health problem, so maybe that's what they didn't want you to see. Maybe that's the thing they're hiding. They're saying, you know, don't look at my papers in that drawer. And of course you're thinking, well, what's in the drawer? My girlfriend would have said, as soon as he leaves that room, I'm looking in that drawer. Now, I probably wouldn't, you know, but it would bug me, and I'd be talking about it with girlfriends, and I'd be saying, well, he says I can't look in the drawer, and he, you know, and so I think there could be some sort of health issue that he or she doesn't want you to know, that they have a weakness of some sort, okay? What is going on for Libra, January 2019? Look at that. They're just flipping right over, right in the deck. I also want to look and see what's on either side of them. So the Four of Diamonds and the Queen of Diamonds. So the Queen of Diamonds is usually an older woman. If she's not older, she's mature, a very serious person. She sometimes has blonde or even white, white hair, maybe that platinum color. She spends thrift. She's careful with her money. She looks like she spends lots of money, but she's very careful. The other thing is she represents financial stability. So the female in this situation could represent financial stability, whether that's you, Libra, or the person that you're seeing. Now, on the other hand, there could be an underlying health issue. Financially stable, but may need help or assistance of some sort in the future. She may be looking for that person that could help her out. But the cool thing is the card that was, when I look at what was on either side of those cards that flipped out, is the King of Diamonds, her mate, the Queen of Diamonds mate. He also is very serious. He is strategic. He moves slow on things. The Three of Pentacles, the Three of Clubs. So the Three of Clubs is movement forward, okay, on either side of this. This person could be really your true mate, and you wondering what they're hiding. Why are they so secretive about that? And why didn't they tell me they were going to the doctor's office again, or whatever, But I don't think honesty is the best policy. It just is. It's going to come out sometime or another. Anyway, this is something that can progress into something. This is a relationship that it could really, it's working together. It's working together for the common goal. There could be a kid involved in this situation. Threes I know represent third party, but I think it's a kid. I think one of you have a kid from a previous relationship, or maybe the kid has health problems. So that's like a lot of work, perhaps. Could be a physical disability, okay? Could be a physical disability. Let's just take out one more card for Libra for the holidays and the new year. Yay! Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, let's little bunch one to come out. Oh, nice. I love when that happens. Love, love, love. See, that's why I had to shuffle, because I knew they were there. They wanted to come out. Oh, this is so nice. So, here, let me show you close up. Close. The Six of Spades, Two of Hearts, Two of Clubs, Jack of Hearts, Ten of Hearts, Ace of Hearts. It just gets better and better, okay? I don't know if any one of you listened to this one lesson I did on playing cards, but here is a bad situation. Something that is unraveling or has unraveled somewhat, like the relationship, right? In the Five of Cups. It's unraveled. Something's gone wrong. Steps backwards. But then there's a new meeting. You come together again in a passionate meeting. There's something about business there too. Like you may have, like one is the love and attraction you have for each other, but also how let's work together now. Let's work together for common solutions. And the Jack of Hearts is like, it could be a love letter. It could be someone expressing their love and fondness for you, and not just love and fondness, but to show you, they're in it to win it. They're in it for the good and the bad, the hard and the easy times, and all that sort of thing. They want to let you know that they can see this and this. It's love talk. They're telling you perhaps marriage, you know, that you're the kind of woman they want to see. They could see themselves marrying you. Or she's saying that. Or both of you. Probably both of you are saying that. So, you know, you probably had to go through this bad time to realize how much the other person meant to you. Sometimes, you know, we don't know. We're not sure. You know, it's like, geez, he seems like a real great guy. You know, but there's this thing. And this is telling you that you're going to get, there's going to be a reunion. And I think you're going to solve that stuff from the past. Or maybe not really. The only way you're going to address it, it's like, let's have our cards on the table. You know, I don't want to go through that again. And next time you doubt me, talk to me. And I'm crazy about you. And if I got married, you'd be the one. Like, I could see myself settling down with you. It's that kind of thing. It's love talk. And, you know, love talk is on both sides of this Ten of Hearts. And the Ten of Hearts is contentment and joy within a relationship, within your heart, how you feel, you know, the emotional fulfillment. So I am going to end on that because I love how that looks. So even though here in the tarot you had to do a lot of work, you had to go through your, oh, head is driving me crazy, it's going to turn out. You're going to come together. You're going to meet. And this is you're going to work on it. This is a working meeting, passionate meeting. So talk, and you're going to get jizzy with it. Anyway, Libra, have a great holiday season. Happy New Year. I also want to thank you. I want to give thanks right now because I want to let you know how important and special you've made me feel over the year. All your support through my good times and bad. And I just love your comments. Thank you for subscribing and sharing and liking and bringing my channel to this point. I got to tell you, back in February, I didn't see myself here today. I didn't even know if it would work, you know, because I hadn't done it before. So thank you so much. I'm almost going to cry. It really means a lot to me. You've been real sweet. So many nice people out there, and I just want to thank you. You have realized, or no, you've made me realize that I need to share this gift. So thank you very much. Sorry about getting all sappy. Take care.